I do, since we're talking about AI, I want to touch on one of your former colleagues. So Eric Topol's coming out with a new book, Deep Medicine: How Artificial Intelligence Can Make Healthcare Human Again. And, people keep talking about, AI is the buzzword. Well, I was on a panel once, and I was just, Aaron Levy asked me, he goes, what's a buzzword that you hate? And I said, there isn't a single buzzword I hate, because they're a buzzword for a reason. And the reason is because everyone's talking about them. So why is everyone talking about artificial intelligence? And Eric Topol says these things: artificial intelligence is the single most important opportunity to address all the major things wrong with healthcare today. According to Eric Topol, a world-renowned cardiologist, geneticist, digital medicine researcher, and author. He's not the only one who said that this week. You had Ed Marks did a interview of Toby Cosgrove, and he said the exact same thing. Ed said, hey, what's the number one thing you think is going to really impact healthcare? And he said, artificial intelligence, hands down, is going to change the industry. And so you have, he's not, Eric might be, you could point at him and say, he looks at a lot of forward-thinking things, but Toby Cosgrove is a pretty pragmatic, level-headed guy who's saying, hey, I'm spending some time in Silicon Valley. I'm seeing these things. This is the real deal. This is really going to transform things. So what's been your take so far? What are you seeing, or what's your feeling on this?
I'm a big fan of Topol's, and the more that I look at early stage companies and look at the artificial intelligence work they're doing, which there's sort of a whole spectrum of conversations around artificial intelligence. That's another whole part of this, is that what they're really doing at this point is machine learning and deep learning, so sort of a subset of what we think of as the larger AI concept or idea.
And NLP, which has been around for a while.
NLP, absolutely. And so unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, I think AI is being talked about sort of in this big AI will solve world hunger kind of perspective. But I think it's more the concepts of NLP and deep learning and machine learning, that there are lots of individual examples that I'm sure are going to be in Dr. Topol's book, where AI can make a difference, or the components of AI can make a difference, can sort of change the game, create an augmented support for clinicians and business operators and others that help them work on the really, really hard things and help them move faster on the things that are more routine. All the way through offloading complete pieces of work to an AI or a support system that is a component of AI. And I think we're going to get there. I think this is just a little bit of progress at a time. And, I read something the other day that says every time we get to something that is artificial intelligence, we don't call it artificial intelligence anymore. We call it Siri, or we call it something else. We never actually get to AI. And I think I'm probably okay with that. I think there's a lot of interesting stuff that can happen in little practical pockets that can make us better in healthcare.